Hi there, Andre here from Peak Motorcycles. I'm here at EICMA 2022, and as you can see behind me, I'm here at the Royal Enfield stand. We've just had the launch of the new Super Meteor 650. Everyone is absolutely crowding around that just down there at the moment. So if you want to see the full launch, that was a live feed on the Peak Motorcycles Instagram page. So I'm just going to give you a look around the rest of the stand, and then once the masses have cleared out a bit, I'll show you a close-up look at the new Super Meteor 650. Now the first part of the stand has just got the 650 twins, so the Interceptor and the Continental GT down there. Now these haven't changed a great deal from last year, so I'm not going to dwell on that. There are a few interesting customs that are here that I can show you. There's one there, and then there's another sort of cafe racer with a fairing. Coming down the back, I can show you they've got the Bullet 500s and the Meteor 350s in here, which yeah, I have ridden one. I didn't think a bike that heavy with an engine that size would really do it for me, but I absolutely loved it. And then we have the classic 350, and then also again in red, and then a few more interesting customs just up here. That's quite exceptional with that big rear fairing on there. Wow. And a few others, a bit more sort of super scrambler down here with that high front mudguard. And then here we have the Biker B&B equipped. I guess that's an Interceptor 650. So yeah, just lots of accessories, loving that blue paint job. So one of the bike that's here on the Royal Enfield stand is the Hunter 350, which I guess is their sort of slightly more modern version of the 350 Classic. And actually, I really like the look of that. This looks like a really tidy bike. I mean, you can see it's still got the same 350 single underpinning it, but just the way it's been styled, that back end, really looks quite pleasing. So they've got one in the red and black, and also in the silver over here. Which you can see, they just the fit and finish on them. I do think it is slightly better than what's on my Scram. You know, everything just seems to be a bit more designed, and in fact, there's certainly some styling cues on here, which are also on the 650. That are also on the 650 Super Meteor, except here they're plastic, not in alloy. But when you look at sort of the fit and finish of that seat, and even just all the paintwork and everything else that's on it, anyone who thinks that these bikes are low quality, I mean they really do have quite a nice finish on them, and I think they've been doing it for a while now, so they are always getting better. Just show you this blue one here, because this has a few more of the touring accessories on it. It's got the bar end mirrors, it's got that little fly screen, but you know what? Even the brackets for that fly screen, I think, have been designed quite nicely. That's something that they could just bung on or just make a simple bracket for, but actually the design of everything on these bikes, I think, actually looks really nice. The very last thing I'm going to look at here before I head over to the 650 is the Himalayan. So there's not a lot new here. That Scram looks rather a lot like mine, except that's the blue one, and then in white and red. And then up at the back here, we have a couple of the Himalayans. So it doesn't look like we're going to see the 450 water-cooled twin here at the show. But nevertheless, good to see some other new things from Royal Enfield. And then they have their full accessory set on display. Now what I'm going to do is to see if I can fight through and actually get close to the 650 Meteors, so just give me a moment. There we have it. That is the new 650 Super Meteor. Now just from here, the fit and finish on that just looks really, really good. If I can try and get in a little bit closer and show you some of that detailing. Yeah, from those low exhausts. For those of you that already have a 650 twin, you'll be familiar with that block. But then even just to come up, and this was the switch gear that they mentioned in the press release, which has got just a really nice attention to detail. I think there's actually quite a few things on there that have carried over from the concept bike that was shown here last year. So this is the one in that green colour. What I will do is I'll just go and show you a couple of the others, because they've got some that are really equipped up nicely with all the touring gear. So one of those is around here. So here we go. So this is the one that's got all the touring gear on. It's got the high rear seat. It's got the higher bars. It's got the almost like bag of luggage there on the back. Loving this red and white paint job. That's just looking really, really, really awesome. Yeah. And as you can see looking around, there is just a huge amount of interest in these new bikes here. And then here we have the last one, which is in black, which has that. So just a very simple single luggage rack, and also has just a single seat on it. But just looking at all that aluminium work up over the front, I mean, that really is, yeah, it really does look like a piece of quality. So again, give you another look at those switches. I know they're not that exciting being only switches, but even still, I think just the sheer quality that they have on there really is awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to see if I can just get in here and have a sit on the bike. Yeah, so actually that's just a really nice, that's actually just a really comfortable riding position. It's kind of hard to see on the camera here, but the bars are, it's a nice place actually. I'm not a big fan of forward mounted pegs, but from where my legs are just down there, that actually just feels really, really comfortable. So, I can't wait to ride one. So that's it, that's my video from the Royal Enfield stand here at EICMA 2022. It's great to see the new Super Meteor 650 launched, so I'll get this up on the channel. I hope it's been interesting and useful. If it has, please check out my other content here from EICMA 2022. Thank you for watching.